Hi everyone, my name's Andy Carley, I'm the Director of School Outdoor Learning. You're watching Soul Interactive, the video channel that brings you free outdoor learning resources. So today we're going to be exploring a great team task called Sheep and Shepherd. This will challenge your learners in quite a lot of ways, but fundamentally it's about creating a really good plan and carrying out that plan. It's about generating great trust and really good communication between your team members. And finally, it's about bouncing back and dealing with failure. So setting up a sheep and shepherd is really quite simple. The first thing you need is a relatively large open space. Ideally flat grass area, or it could be a kind of tarmacked area, sports pitch. It really doesn't matter. Somewhere where your team members can traverse across it whilst blindfolded without any major trip hazards. Then you're going to need the ability for the shepherd to remain in one place. So it could be standing on boxes or carpet tiles. They're stationary throughout the entire exercise. Then you're going to need to be able to create one or more pens, such as the one we've created here, for the sheep to be herded into. More on that in a second. Then every sheep is going to need a blindfold because they're going to have to move around whilst blindfolded. And then the ability for your shepherd to make noise. So it could be percussive noise. It could be the blowing of a whistle. It could just be clapping of hands or clapping of thighs, anything that can create some simple sound signals so that your sheep know where to go and what to do. So in terms of the process, the whole task can take anywhere between 25 and 40 minutes. So what's important early on is to give the teams some time together so that they can plan and organise and share and understand exactly what the different sound signals are going to be. So for example, you're going to need sound signals for the sheep to rotate and move to face a certain direction. You're also then going to need sound signals that enable them to walk in that direction, X or Y number of steps. And then thirdly, you're also going to need a means to be able to identify one sheep from another. So with the roles selected, shepherd and sheep, the team have had their planning period. Now they're going to go into their execution phase. So the shepherd is going to take up their position at the shepherd station. And from this moment on, the shepherd cannot move. Then all of the sheep gathered in one place are going to put their blindfolds down. And you, as the adult facilitator, is then going to take hold of the shoulders of each of the sheep and you're going to move them into position. So it's quite important that you steer them some distance away from where the pen is and obviously from where the shepherd is as well. And maybe even if you want to be kind of a little bit tricky, you can put them behind a tree or a bush or something like that as well. And then once you've got them into their position, you can then spin them around once or twice so that they're slightly disorientated and they don't know exactly which way they're facing. You'd need to do that with each of the sheep in turn. And then once they're ready to go, you can give the thumbs up to the shepherd, and then the whole process of communicating shepherd to sheep can start to happen. Now the role of the shepherd is really crucial. Their job is to get all of the sheep moved into the pen. So that's going to mean some really clear communication, and the signals hopefully have been predetermined by the team. So first and foremost, they might have to decide which of the sheep they're talking to. So if it was sheep number 5, having numbered them all off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 claps of the hand, might actually say, right, okay, number 5 sheep, and they wave. They know that they're the one that's going to move next. Then they need to orientate them, rotate them so that they're facing in the right direction. That could be a few sharp blows of the whistle to keep moving until they stop. And then you've got to get them to move in a forwards direction, hopefully. And that could be some percussive sound that you just keep making to encourage that sheep to keep moving until the sound stops and then they stop. Key thing is, no verbal communication whatsoever. So here is a variation on the task that enables social distancing to be enacted. This time, instead of the adult facilitator guiding the individual team members into different places, obviously we don't want any contact to take place, you rely on the individual team members that already know their number to scatter into the area, whilst sighted obviously. So they go and find themselves a space some distance away from where the shepherd is located. Then all team members put their blindfolds on. And then what you're going to do as the adult facilitator is you are going to place the cones into different spaces some distance away from where each of the individual sheep is, and then the shepherd's job is to guide each of the sheep to their respective cone, and then they have to simply locate it, pick it up, and then it's their job done. So Sheep and Shepherd has loads of challenges within it. 3 things that you might want to focus on. The first is talking about the team's ability to generate quite a complex plan and then carry on with that plan and carry it out. Secondly, their ability to generate trust in their different roles and responsibilities throughout the task. And then the third one is all about what great communication, clear communication looks like. So this film, like all of our films, comes with the written guidance notes for you as a teacher facilitator to follow. All you have to do is click on the link below to download the PDF, and then you can print it off and use it. I hope that's really, really useful. Give us a follow, give us a like, that would be great. Look out for the films coming down the channel, and we'll see you next time.